Hi, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Shayla and I post lots of different lifestyle type of content, from daily and weekly vlogs to yoga flows to self-development and well-being and wellness and self-love and self-care and plant-based eating and all sorts of stuff. So if you're new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm excited for today's video because it's a little different than the type of video I normally share, but it's on something that I'm really passionate about, and that is reading, but more specifically, reading self-development books and self-help books. I've always been a reader. I absolutely love reading, and I love a variety of books. I always have at least like 3 to 5 books on my nightstand in my reading queue waiting to be read. And I just find so much fulfillment and joy from reading and learning and growing and expanding myself personally. One of my favorite genres of books to read is self-help / self-development, and I started reading self-development books in my early 20s. I've read so many self-development books, and a lot of them have really helped me get to where I am today. Teach me the tools to better understand myself, to better respond to difficult situations, and ultimately to create a life that is fulfilling and inspiring and peaceful and ever evolving. That's the whole point, right? We want to be in a state of evolution on a continuous basis. That's what life is all about. Never stop learning, never stop growing. So while there are tons of self-development books that I really love, I thought today I would just start off by sharing 4 of my favorite. And these books that I'm going to share with you today are easy, great reads with wonderful takeaways that anyone and everyone can apply to their lives to live a happier, more fulfilled, peaceful life. Like I said, I have tons of book recommendations. So if you like this style of video, leave me a comment below and let me know. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you like this type of video and I will do more. But without further ado, let's get into my 4 favorite self-help books that are gonna change your life. The first book is You Are Here by Thich Nhat Hanh, and this is one of the very first self-development books that I read, and it was really life-changing for me because at this point I had already started my yoga practice and I had already read other self-development books previously, but this was one of the first ones that I read that really spoke to my soul and I really could understand. And this book is amazing. Thich Nhat Hanh is a Zen monk. He's a meditation master and obviously an author. You Are Here is such a great book because it's all about developing more awareness and tapping into your awareness more, and also discovering the magic of the present moment. And it really inspired me to work towards being more present in my life. The book touches on a lot of different Buddhist thoughts and practices with a strong emphasis on mindfulness, and it's roughly 130 pages. It's a quick read, although I guarantee you'll probably pause, highlight, go back and reread a bunch of times because there's just so many gold nuggets in it. But it's not like a crazy long book. It's not like it's gonna take you forever to get through. And like I said, it's super digestible. It's simple. We're not talking in circles and talking about concepts that are difficult to understand. And everything shared in this book, I believe you're really able to easily apply to your life. It's really about being where you are, right? Being in the present moment, cultivating more mindfulness, creating more presence, and living life with more awareness. It's a really good book. By the way, I have linked all of these books down in the description box below for you so that you can quickly shop them. But let's move on to the next book. The next book is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And you guys, this book, again, is simple to understand, but so insanely powerful. The 4 Agreements is all about getting to the source of where our limiting beliefs stem from. The 4 Agreements themselves, which I'm not gonna give everything away because I want you to read the book, it's great. But the 4 agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Again, the book is roughly 140 pages. It's not a huge book. It's not gonna take you forever to finish, and I guarantee you once you get into it, you're gonna absolutely love it. This book is such a fantastic read for anyone who is looking to find internal freedom and really wants to let go of limiting beliefs and wants to stop taking things personally and feeling like the victim and wants to really up-level their energy and their life. There is so much wisdom in this book, and it's one of my favorites. I've read it a few times and I feel like now after flipping through it for this video, I kind of want to read it again. It's just so good. Highly recommend. Another great place to start if you're new to self-development books. The next book is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. And you guys, I freaking love this book so much. I have read this book a handful of times, and it's definitely dog-eared in many places. And it's just such a fantastic book. It's great for if you're brand spanking new to self-development and you're looking for a fun, lighthearted, easy place to start. This is a great book for you. I love her writing style. I read this book originally shortly before I was getting out of my toxic relationship and creating my blog, and it really was so inspiring and motivating to me. I think because at that time in my life, even though I did have a yoga practice and I was interested in learning about spiritual practices and all of that, I really needed a book that wasn't too woo-woo, that I could really relate to at that time in my life, and that's why I just freaking love this book. You Are a Badass: How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. She talks a lot about limiting beliefs. She talks about manifesting. She talks about fear and confidence and blazing your own trail and just owning your inner badass, and it's just super empowering, inspiring read, and we love it. You Are a Badass is about 240 pages, so it's a little bit longer than the other books, but it is such a fun read and such an easy read that the length of the book, in my opinion, is irrelevant. I think you'll absolutely love it. I could not stop reading it once I started. If we continue this little book series where I share books for different things, I'm gonna have to go into her other book, You Are a Badass at Making Money, because that is a good book too. But that's for another day. I feel like You Are a Badass at Making Money is like for the book video themed around manifesting and manifesting abundance. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you'd want those book recommendations, because I have some really good ones for you. Okay. The last self-development book that I'm gonna share with you today is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This, guys, I think that this, or Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain, was my first self-development book that I read. This book is so powerful, you guys. Eckhart Tolle is an incredible spiritual teacher and author. He's written so many amazing books, and this one in particular is just such a powerful, no pun intended, place to start. Again, it's all about spiritual growth and personal growth, and it's all about getting present, and it's all about quieting the ego, and it's all about you living more intentionally and living more mindfully. The Power of Now is about 230 pages, and while it isn't a super long book, I feel like it's not necessarily a fast or simple read because there is so much information in it, but it is so powerful. I don't think that it's a difficult read, but I think it requires your attention and presence, which is funny because that's kind of like what the book is about. I'm just gonna read you the chapter so you can get an idea. Ooh, actually I love this quote at the beginning of the book. You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are. We love it. Thank you for that motivation, Eckhart. So the chapters, chapter 1 is You Are Not Your Mind. Chapter 2, Consciousness, the Way Out of Pain. Chapter 3, Moving Deeply into the Now. Chapter 4, Mind Strategies for Avoiding the Now. Chapter 5, The State of Presence. Chapter 6, The Inner Body. Chapter 7, Portals into the Unmanifested. Chapter 8, Enlightened Relationships. Chapter 9, Beyond Happiness and Unhappiness, There is Peace. Chapter 10, The Meaning of Surrender. So it is a spiritual based book, but know that you can be any religion or be dedicated to any spiritual practice and still gain something, if not a lot of things, from this amazing book. So there you have it. These are 4 of my favorite self-development / self-help books that will help you change your life. I tried to include a little something for everyone in my picks, so hopefully I accomplished that. Again, all the books are linked in the description box below. And if you've read any of these before, I'd love to hear which ones you've read, if any, and what you thought about them. And if you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear from you too. And also, if you want me to do more book recommendation videos, let me know. Like I said, I have tons of books. I'm looking at my bookshelf right now. There's so many. We can do all sorts of different types of book recommendations. And yeah, I think reading is just such a beautifully nourishing habit. It's good for the brain. I love reading before bed. It helps make me sleepy. I'm learning, I'm filling my mind with information, or if I'm reading fiction, I'm able to use my imagination, and it's just all around good. Reading is just good vibes. We love reading around here. Okay, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these books. I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure you're subscribed because I upload new videos videos every Thursday and Sunday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.